Imagine your 9-month-old, who usually greets grandma with a gummy grin. Today, the moment she reaches down for a hug, your baby's face crumples. She arches her back, twists away, and lets out a wail, clinging to you as if the world is tipping over. It is easy to feel a flicker of guilt in this moment. You might worry that you've done something wrong, or that your child is becoming unusually fearful. Psychologists call this stranger anxiety. It is a predictable milestone that signals a baby's brain and memory are developing on schedule. While this reaction feels like a setback, it is an indicator of cognitive health. To understand why this shift happens, we can freeze time and look at the sequence of events firing inside a baby's brain. This diagram illustrates the newborn experience. For the first few months, babies are often easygoing about who holds them because their vision and memory haven't yet caught up. To them, the world is a collection of faces that are equally new. Around 8 or 9 months, the baby has spent enough time with a primary caregiver to memorize the specific shape of their face and the sound of their voice. That mental picture is now locked in. Because she can now identify who is familiar, she can also identify who is not. A relative she hasn't seen in weeks suddenly registers as different from the handful of faces she has truly memorized. The crying is proof that her memory is working. She has to know you very well to notice that someone else is a stranger. Recognition is the foundation of those tears. As memory sharpens, a second system activates. This cross-section of a baby's brain shows the amygdala, the emotional center that scans for safety and asks, "Is this safe?" Around 6 months, this region becomes more active and connected to the rest of the brain. Babies start paying much closer attention to faces that might signal a reason to be careful. When the memory system flags a face as unfamiliar, the amygdala translates that difference into a jolt of caution. Stranger anxiety is the result of these two healthy systems, memory and caution, arriving at the same developmental stage at the same time. When this neurological alarm sounds, the baby does the most sensible thing she can. She reaches for you. This behavior has been a central focus of developmental psychology for decades. Researcher John Bowlby established the groundwork for attachment theory, studying how infants rely on a primary caregiver. Mary Ainsworth later documented how a secure base functions. She observed that when a baby feels safe, they will explore their surroundings, but they will immediately retreat to that base when something unfamiliar appears. Burying her face in your shoulder away from a visitor is a display of certainty. She knows exactly who keeps her safe. The wariness of the sternscher and the reliance on the parent are two sides of the same developmental coin. If we unfreeze that sequence, the baby's very next move is to snap her gaze to your face. This is social referencing. A baby looks to your expression to determine how they should feel about a new person or situation. If your face is tense, she reads that as confirmation of the threat. If your face remains soft and calm, the alarm begins to quiet. You act as the emotional thermostat, setting the temperature of the room. Your baby borrows your calm while she works on building her own. To manage the next visit, give guests a runway. Let them sit nearby and talk to you for a while before they try to hold the baby. This allows the baby to observe that you treat this person as safe. It is also important never to force a hug. Pushing a frightened child into a stranger's arms can confirm their fear and suggests their distress signals are being ignored. When a meltdown occurs, the most effective response is to hold them and wait without overreacting until the wave of emotion passes. This is a temporary season that usually fades by age 2. It is not a preview of an anxious personality. Most children who go through this phase grow up to be perfectly sociable. When the tears happen, you are seeing the result of a sharp memory, active survival instincts, and a deep reliance on you. You are providing exactly what she needs.